同事，我哋夠鐘夠人，其實唔係幾夠鐘，不過我想找緊啲時間，希望今日通過埋。
Members, it's already time to resume, and we do have a quorum. So let's work together and have the items passed today. I'd like to invite Mrs. Priscilla Leung, Dr. Priscilla Leung, the chairman of the HLS panel, to report to us the deliberations of the panel. Thank you. The HSL panel discussed the 2012-13 Judicial Service Pay Adjustment at the meeting on the 30th of October. The panel had no objection to the proposals. However, some members asked the administration to provide information paper in its paper to the Finance Committee to tell us the arrangements of salaries of judges and judicial officers and senior officials of other jurisdictions, and also statistics on when judges are allowed to extend their service beyond the age of retirement. Because of the long listing time of cases at our courts, some members asked the paper to include information on the number of cases when no legal representation was involved in criminal and civil cases, the average, the overall percentage of such cases, and the average hearing days, and also the reason for the longer listing time, and also the measures in response on the part of the judiciary. There is no objection to this paper from the panel. Thank you. Any question on this, please? Chairman, Mr. Kwok, what Dr. Priscilla Leung has not said was at the panel we said that the vacancy rate was still quite high in the judiciary. Many vacancies haven't been filled yet, and we are very concerned about the long waiting time, and we want the judicial service pay issue to be reviewed as possible so as to lower the vacancy rate of our judiciary. Director. Thank you, Mr. Kwok, for your question. I'll briefly respond. When the Judicial Commission, when the Judicial Committee met with various parties, they understood the high vacancy rate and has promised that come April or May 2013, the judiciary will submit a paper to the HLS panel to tell about manpower improvement measures. Well, since my meeting with the panel on the 30th of October, the strength of the judiciary has been improving. According to the judicial administrator, the post will continue to be filled by substantive judges, so the situation will improve. Now, if in April or May a report can be given to the HLSP, please tell us the court listing time so that we can know whether the waiting time has been reduced because of the increase in number of judges. Sure, I will relay this to the judiciary. My understanding is that since last year, the judiciary has been recruiting judges, and there may be a time lag in between promotion of judges and also the recruitment of judges. I'll relay your concern to the judiciary. Susanna Are there further questions? If not, I'll put this item to the vote. Will those in favor of FCR 2012-13-56 raise their hands? Thank you. Will those who object to the proposals raise their hands? I think the majority of members who voted for this on this item are in agreement, so the paper is endorsed. Next, Head 132 Student Financial Assistance Agency, Subhead 228 Student Financial Assistance. The paper, this item invites members to approve of improvements to the examination fee remission scheme for needy non-Chinese speaking students at senior secondary level. The education panel was consulted on the proposals on the 12th of November, and to answer members' questions, we have the following officials in attendance. Mr. Kevin Yeung, Undersecretary, or rather, they have yet to arrive. Is Mr. Lam Tai Fai here? To answer members' questions, we have in attendance the following officials: Mr. Kevin Yeung, Undersecretary for Education; Mr. Ms. Jessie Wong, Deputy Secretary for Education; Ms. Ip Ling Pik, PAS for Education; Dr. Zhang Kwok-wah, PAS for Education; Ms. Teresa Zheng, Deputy Controller from Student Financial Assistance Agency. Mr. Lam Tai Fai is not here. Members, do we have Mr. Lam's speaking note? If not, then I'll read it out on his behalf. According to Mr. Lam, the education panel discussed the funding proposal at its meeting on the 12th of November 2012. In general, members welcome the proposals on the examination fee remission scheme so as to help needy non-Chinese speaking students in senior secondary. And members note that that there will be a full review of education support measures for non-Chinese speaking students. At the request of members, the administration promised to report to the panel in the middle of next year the outcome of the review. Do members have any questions? If there are no questions, I'll put this item to the vote. Will those who are in favor of the proposals in FCR 2012-13-56 raise their hands? Those against, please raise their hands. I think the majority of members voting are in favor of the proposal. The proposal is endorsed. The next item, FCR 2013-58, Head 37, Department of Health. The item invites members to approve an increase in the annual amount of elderly health care voucher from 500 to 1,000 per eligible elder with effect from the 1st of January 2013. On the 19th of November 2012, the Health and Food Bureau consulted the Healthcare Services Panel on the proposals. To answer members' questions, we have the following officials in attendance: Dr. Ko Wing-man, Secretary for Food and Health; Mr. Dave Fee Chong, Deputy Secretary for Food and Health; and Dr. Shirley Leung, Assistant Director of Health. And I invite Dr. Leung Ka-lau, Chairman of the Healthcare Services Panel, to give us a report. But Dr. Leung is not here. I will try to do so on his behalf. Has he got a speaking note or no? All right. Secretary, do you have anything to add? Did the panel support you or not? Because Dr. Leung is not here. I don't know. Ms. McMakin. At the panel, when we discussed the item, we of course supported the increase of the elderly healthcare voucher from 500 to 1,000 per elder. But FTU would like the eligible age from 75 to be reduced to 65, and then the amount should be further raised in future. And then the vouchers should also be used by the chronically ill to buy medication. Well, the administration promised to consider these requests. I hope the Secretary can respond once again. Thank you. This is the first time we have made it a regular item. When the voucher scheme has become a regular item, we will review to see whether the 3 requests can be implemented. Any other question, Mr. Tam Yu Chung? Chairman, I support the paper, but there's a problem with healthcare vouchers. Medical practitioners have to register first before they can accept the vouchers. For some elders, the doctors they've been consulting might not have registered into the scheme yet. So can the administration consider how to make it possible for all doctors to be eligible?
We are aware of this problem. We've talked to doctors' associations. One of the reasons why the doctors did not react so enthusiastically was because of the total value being low. After doubling the value, some doctors have now indicated they would like to be a part of it. So when this is approved, we'll step up publicity. We will be able to attract more doctors to participate in the scheme. Other members? Mr. Chen Hangban. At the last meeting, we also expressed a wish that is for traditional Chinese medicine practitioners, their participation is low. We hope the Bureau would encourage more TCM to participate in the scheme. And of course, I support the proposal. Secretary, yes, we are going to do that. After this proposal is approved, we are going to step up publicity to reach out to more medical practitioners and TCMs. And we'll send people to help them solving difficulties in the related work process. Does other member wish to raise any question? If not, I put this item to the vote. With those in favor, FCR bracket 2012-1358, please raise your hands. Those against, please raise your hands. I think the majority of members are in favor of this proposal. The proposal is approved. Item 5. Head 94, Legal Aid Department. Do we have the officials here? Let's have a break of 5 minutes.